Hello, everyone. And today you're also joining with one of our university campus tour episodes. And today we are going to explore Mahsa University. So the Mahsa University is actually a prestigious university, one of the well-known university when it's come to medicine subjects or anything related to science subjects. So today we are going to explore Mahsa University. Potentially, we are going to show you guys about the university facilities and the campus life. And we are also going to give you some interview segment with one of the counselor. So stay tuned with us. Today we explore Mahsa. All right, so we are today with Mr. Iman from the Faculty of Engineering from Mahsa University. So we are actually going to get to know a little bit about the faculty, what are the programs they offer, and specifically the entry requirement for the students. So would you like to introduce yourself for our audience?
Yeah, okay. I'm Associate Prof. Dr. Iman. I'm the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment, and IT. So in our faculty, we do have three main schools, which is engineering. We do have civil, mechanical, and electrical engineering. So all our programs are accredited by Board of Engineering Malaysia, and we are fully accredited grade programs, which is focused on the all the new industry requirement, which is AI, green technology, and all manufacturing. For example, as you can see here, our 3D printer products is one of our main activity that we do for our mechanical engineering, because our mechanical engineering is focused on the manufacturing, air conditioning, robotics, and all the new aspect of the technology that's required by industry. We do have our electrical engineering. For our electrical engineering, besides our normal electrical engineering, as you know, Mahsa Universities, we have a great hospital and medicine background. So one of the great and very interesting specialization for our electrical engineering is medical engineering, which our students can work in hospital to develop and fix medical instruments.
Wow.
And for your information, our electrical engineering, we are dual award degree with Anglo-Ruskin University, UK. So means students, besides they get bachelor certificate from Malaysia, they are able to get Master of Engineering from Anglo-Ruskin University, UK. So the students can get two certificates, one bachelor from Malaysia and master degree from UK. Means if they want to continue their education in UK, they can get the PhD. They can continue right away in their PhD. Besides of that, we have civil engineering program. So for our civil engineering program, we are really focusing on the new green technology and the AI application in civil engineering. So all our studies focus on the green technology. So it is all about engineering department. We do have IT as well. So our IT department, we have two main programs. We have IT and multimedia. So in multimedia, amazing program, especially for younger generation, because they want to make a creative video, photography, and put in their social media. So in our multimedia, besides videography and photography, our students, they learn also about animations, 2D and 3D animations, interesting program. And of course, we have our IT program as well. So our IT program, basically, we focus as usual, cybersecurity, AI, mobile computing, app computing, which is interesting for our IT. And our IT, it is 3 years program. And at the end, we have 6 months internship for our IT, which is students, they easily can find job in the market. So all our students graduate and find easily job in the market. So it's about IT.
So, sir,
One more school remaining. Sorry, I talk a lot because we have a lot of program in our faculty. Finally, we have our Built Environment department, which is architecture and quantity surveying. Our architecture is architecture technology, which is first in Malaysia. Why I'm telling first in Malaysia? Because we implement, we apply new software in architecture and quantity surveying, which we call it BIM, Building Information Modeling, which is amazing job in the market, which is students, they can apply this BIM as a BIM coordinator. spend highest salary in the market for architecture. So it's all about our program. Sorry, I talk a lot because we have 18 program in our faculty.
So we have a student from Mahsa. So we are going to ask her what is her experience about Malaysia and Mahsa. So she's from Myanmar originally. So maybe we can get her to introduce herself. So can you please introduce yourself? Where are you from and what is your name and what is the subject you are doing here?
So I'm Yuyanai and I come from Myanmar and I'm currently training foundation and science in Mahsa. Yes.
So, Joanna, so why did you choose Malaysia to study? Because there are a lot of destinations, right? So why did you choose Malaysia?
I would say one of the first reason is that my parents didn't want me to go to a country that is very far away from Myanmar, and Malaysia is kind of close to my country, so that's also one of the reason I chose. And the second reason is basically because I love the culture here, and because it's not very different from my country, it's easier for me to adapt to the cultural things and then the social norms and everything. Same region. So that's also the biggest reason.
So as an international student, what do you think about Malaysia as a country for international students? What do you like about Malaysia, or what you don't like about Malaysia? You can just let our audience know.
That's a really difficult question, I would say, because since I arrived here in Malaysia as an international student, it's not very difficult to adapt to, and I would say it's good for international students. And also because I don't face any discrimination about the race or about the nationality, I would say it's really good. And but as someone who comes from another country, one of the biggest challenge that I faced when I first arrived is the accent. Whenever I speak to Malaysian or people here, I'm not judging, but we have a little bit different accents. So at first it was kind of difficult for me to understand, but now I kind of just adapted and then I can finally understand. But apart from that, everything else is it's okay. It's really amazing. Yes.
So Joanna, I think you are doing foundation in science. You must have plans for the progression, right? So what kind of plans that you have for your degree, and after degree, who you want to become, and what's your final plan after your graduation?
To be honest, I actually haven't picked a major to join after foundation, but in my mind, I'm thinking whether I should join medical imaging, physiotherapy, or nursing, public health. But I will choose among these majors, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a medical major, and that's also one of the reasons I chose Mahsa, because they have a lot of majors related to medical field. Yes. But after bachelor, I'm thinking to work in Malaysia rather than going to other countries, because that's kind of my plan since I came. So yes.
Alright, Yora, thank you very much for doing this quick interview with us, and we wish you all the best for your future. And once again, say hi to our students. Alright, so we have one more student from Mahsa, and she's from Uganda, and she's Gloria. So Gloria, before we start our discussion, would you like to introduce yourself, your name, where you're from, and what is your major?
My name is Nasumba Gloria Kayo. I'm from Uganda and I'm doing foundation in science.
So, Gloria, from Uganda to Malaysia is very far. So, why did you choose Malaysia, by the way?
I chose Malaysia because it's a country that my family is well accustomed to, and the education is quite affordable and it's of high quality. Yes.
So, when you first come to Malaysia, tell us one quick tip. What was your feeling the moment you land in Malaysia and when you first come to Malaysia?
Oh, if you really are if it's so hard for you to communicate to strangers, you're honestly going to get lost. Yes, because the airport is big, so you need directions. I really felt frustrated the first time I came because I came alone. Yes, but I felt really happy when I got out of the airport. The country is so beautiful. Yes.
So Gloria, I think you are doing foundation in science, you must have the progression plans for the degree, right? So what major you want to do, and what is your overall plan?
I want to do medicine. That's going to take about 5 years. So that's in total 6 years, right? And after medicine, I'll have to go home for the internship. Then after internship, I'll have to pray and ask God where He wants me to be. Yeah, either to come back or to stay in my country. Anything. I'll see in the future. I don't want to think for myself before I actually see the situation. Yeah, because the policies are always changing.
Alright, so Gloria, our final question for our audience. What do you think about Malaysia, and do you recommend Malaysia for your colleagues or your friends back home? And what is your true feedback as an international student who's studying and living here?
What's my fact?
Sorry?
I don't know. Say the last question.
The final question is about, do you recommend Malaysia to your students? About basically for your friends or family back there, back home. What do you tell them about Malaysia as an international student?
I really do recommend Malaysia because we do study in English, so you're not going to get language barrier problems, and it's a country with good weather. Though it's too hot, it's a very nice country, and people are quite really friendly. Yes, the people around here are really friendly. And of course, the education is very nice so far, in my opinion. I love my whole experience studying in Malaysia.
Alright, Gloria, so thank you very much for doing this interview with us, and we wish you all the best for your future. And finally, say bye to our viewers.